Hello everyone. Good afternoon. And glad to see you again. Our second session online for our AI innovation or AI for learning and innovating. We started last week, just a little ice breaking, right? To get to see each other, to get to know each other a little bit, some self-introductions, expectations. Today we're going to dive into, again, a little orientation. It's not going to be really content intense session today, meaning I'm not going to cover very difficult terms or anything like that. We will get to some interesting theoretical and practical exercises and discussions later on this semester. As I said, we are connecting from many different places in the world, from many different countries. So it's great to see you guys. If you can open your camera, please join us with your camera on. This is an active participation course. We expect all of you to be actively involved and contribute with your knowledge, with your experience, or with the lack of such. That's amazing too. If you have no experience and you just want to learn and ask your questions, so please be actively involved and open for communication. We already discovered last week that many of you are a little bit introvert. We have different cultural backgrounds and different approach to expressing yourself, but it was really nice to see you guys introduce yourself on the Padlet. I've noticed a lot more new introductions have been added with your beautiful selfies. It's great to see you all. I really hope to meet you in person, many of you in person in May in Greece. So let's begin really briefly again. If you can, I'm just curious to have it really settled in my understanding of which countries are represented. So please just say hi in the chat with the name of your country, and we will also discuss that, continue discussing this today. I remember we had a lot of different countries involved. We have Romania, Italy. So please just write in the chat. I am currently in Israel. I'm an Israeli citizen. Let's see if there is anyone else from Israel today. We are expecting some students from Israel joining us starting from next week, hopefully. By the way, I don't know, it's like also like the update from my country from here is that because of the war, our spring semester gets postponed further and further. So in some of the higher education institutions, I already know that we will not begin before the end of April. So it's really, really tough. So we're like in wow. So we have Italian in the UAE, we have Poland, South Africa, Romania, Lithuania, Cyprus, Argentina. Hello, hello, Argentina. Are you actually in Argentina or somewhere in Europe? In Argentina, Emmanuel?
I'm actually in Argentina. Hello.
Oh, okay. Good morning then. Hello, hello. Great having you with us. Excellent. We have Hungary, Italy, as I said, Poland, Ukraine. I'm a Ukrainian as well. I am a Ukrainian who lives in Israel. So, wow, amazing. If I missed your country or you're not here yet, we'll have a clear picture and a very interesting summary. I want to summarize the whole list of all the countries involved this semester because we will need it for the conference, for the marketing. I remind you the main outcome of this course is going to be your student organized event, which is going to be hybrid, online and on-site. We will have probably 2 consecutive weeks of conference presentations. You guys presenting your either prototypes or different tools, AI tools that we will discover together. So we will be exploring tools and then presenting them to the audience, to the wider audience of students and faculty members from our institutions, from our countries, hopefully. So this is the plan, and the event is at the end of May, but it's actually much, much sooner than you expect. It's going to happen really fast. Okay, Portugal. I think I missed Portugal. And we have Israel as well. Okay, wonderful. Hi, Celine. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you guys. Spain and France. Okay, so is it Spain off? Like are you on the border? Darian, where are you? In Spain?
Hi.
Hi.
No, it's like I'm French, but I study in Spain, in
Okay.
Valencia.
Okay, but you originally are from France, right? Okay, great. We also have Switzerland. Amazing. Okay, that's already, I think, at least 10 countries. Oh my gosh. And we have another person from Israel. I'm just curious to see who these students are. Excellent. So wonderful. We have already over 60 participants live. Amazing. So let's just briefly look together at our schedule, at our syllabus. It's preliminary. It might have small changes as we go. If you're joining us today for the first time or somehow missed our previous communication, you were asked last week to introduce yourself here on this Padlet. If you already know that you introduced yourself, you don't have to click on it, but if you know you missed it, here's the link to the Padlet. Again, we will add you really soon. All of you will have access to the Moodle platform, which is our LMS, learning management system for the project, for the course, for impact. You will have access to all the recordings, all the material, all links, all different tools that we will discuss and all of that. So today, let's take a look together at a syllabus that you already hopefully explored briefly, but I'll just take you through the main notes in the syllabus. Let me just open my camera. After that, we will play a little game, and then you will have some small team discussions about AI. So I'm going to present the syllabus, something I wanted to do last week, but we had no time because we were so busy getting to know each other and talking and just human connection, no course stuff. So let me just share this quickly again properly. I want to share just a portion of my screen. I think this is going to be better now. I will make it a little larger. Hope it's okay. Hope you can see it well. So the reason you don't see your logo, your institution logo on this syllabus is because I want to know exactly which institutions you guys are coming from, and this is going to be one of the little tasks for today. I really want to have this organized, all the countries, all the institution names, your university name, and the logo of your institution also there on the table that I prepared for today. This is important. The reason you can see a Technion logo, which is because I am a faculty at Technion, Israel Institute of Technology, and we do have some students from Israel. We also have students from Eurotech, which is another European collaboration with some universities in Europe. I think we have students from Germany and some other, maybe Switzerland as well, some other countries. If they're not here today, they will join us next week. So this is why Technion is here. It's my affiliation in this particular course. Impact in the middle, right? Big, colorful impact. I mean, I mentioned the word several times. You probably have noticed it in different communication channels, in our emails and registration forms. Probably you're also our student in some other courses. I know that some of you registered in the leadership, in soft skills development, in business English courses. So we do have a wide range of interesting courses that we offer. So IMPACT stands for Inter-Mediterranean Peace and Collaboration, and this is a virtual exchange, a European Erasmus Plus funded project that is promoting soft skills development, digital literacy, and cross-cultural communication. So you guys here talking to each other, meeting each other online. We already know from last week that for many of you, it's the first time ever experience studying like this with so many different countries involved. So this is a really great news for us, for the project organizers. This is our goal, to connect students from many different places, to make you explore together, learn together, experiment together. And in this particular case, you will organize a conference together and present also in international teams. A lot of together, a lot of intercultural communication. Some of you are a little bit shy, some of you already have experience doing it, so you will all learn, hopefully, and enjoy this journey with us. Hellenic Mediterranean University is the university affiliation of Professor Kostas Petridis, the coordinator, the main, leading institution, leading the project Impact. So I just wanted to connect all the dots so you understand these different abbreviations and university names. Those of you who are signing up to take part in the blended intensive program, which is a BEEP, right? The shortcut, the abbreviation is blended intensive program is BEEP. So you will be actually traveling to Crete, to Chania in May, at the end of May, and you will, I don't know if you will have a tour to the Hellenic Mediterranean University campus, because we will be actually gathering on a different conference venue, which is not actually the campus of this university, but they have several campuses across Crete, across a beautiful island in Greece, and you will all hopefully also meet each other in person. So this is really, really exciting. So Technion is my affiliation. Hellenic Mediterranean University is the affiliation of Professor Kostas Petridis. You will meet him soon. And Impact is the project that brings us all together on this journey, and we're really, really proud to have you with us. So thank you so much for choosing this course again. You've probably seen the description, some of you, all of you, maybe not. And actually, again, the description kind of covers the main learning objectives of this course that involve promoting your soft skills. So it's not only about AI literacy. It's not this course is not about, teaching you how to code, actually, right? Even though we will do some coding, and I hope you will learn something new as well in the digital application, your digital literacy. But yeah, soft skills is a big part of this course as well. So your effective collaboration skills, intercultural communication. For those of you more introverted, maybe the part where you are asked to reflect on your experience is the one where you can shine, right? You can actually think with yourself and express yourself in writing. Articulation of your personal and professional growth is really important. We'll also discuss and experience problem solving and critical thinking, time management, and all of that. The actual, again, project, or for us organizing this big conference, get ready. There will be lots and lots of problems for us to solve, and we'll actually solve them, real problems, right? Real time, virtually. So this is like really, really nice experience for you to gain in this course, right? In terms of digital communication and digital literacy, your AI skills, we'll be exploring different tools, right? We'll learn which tool to apply to which task, more or less. We'll also maybe, some of you will share the tools that you are using. We'll also exchange our best practices. There will be some discussion on the critical evaluation of AI, ethical use, responsible AI use, all of that. And we'll also do some vibe coding, okay? In terms of organization, project management skills, it's a different, right? It's in addition to soft skills and digital literacy, actually organizing a conference, it involves project management. And for those of you interested in this particular area, you will probably also get some ideas on which tools to use for that. There are interesting tools. I'm not sure we'll see. But this used to be a huge part of this course. I think we're a little bit shifting towards vibe coding. We'll see if we have time for everything. Some of you approached already in writing that you're not available for 80% compulsory attendance. We do, compulsory attendance means also watching the recorded session if you miss for some reason, and if you've registered for a BIP and you're prepared to attend also face-to-face, and you know that you will miss some live sessions, Zoom sessions, then you will have to just watch the recording and complete the task of that week. That is possible too. So that counts as attendance if you complete the task. Right now, we'll just go through just a few topics. I mean, this is flexible. Last week, we started on March 11th with a course opening, and you introduced yourself in the first Padlet. This week, we are going to have some additional in-depth questions about different AI tools, more specifically to AI. And then we will do another Padlet. You will do in small groups, discuss and present. Believe it or not, it was originally planned to begin the semester next week in Israel, but it's already been postponed to like after the holidays, and now in some institutions even after April 22nd, like 23rd of April. So I don't know. We have started. So if you're here, we are happy that you're here with us. We will just stick to our original schedule the way it is. If you missed a session, just watch the recording. All is okay. Okay. We'll see also with the holidays. There are many holidays in April and May, especially in April. Easter holidays in Europe as well, I think. So we'll see like how we make up these missed weeks of studies. But I can assure you that once you have access to Moodle, you will have tons to explore. We will share a lot of interesting stuff for you, different links, different, different kind of. I have a compilation, a glossary of different tools with the links to different tools. You already saw the example with the syllabus where I have like over, I think, almost 200 tools, 200 different links with explanation of how to use them for which purpose. We will not definitely cover all of it or any, or even half of it, or even third of it, or even like 10th of it, but we'll do the most important tools for the particular application of this course, which is vibe coding, which is presentation skills, public speaking, right? Organizing events, everything related to project management will be used. We are going to also market our events. So I've noticed in your notes that some of you are interested in application of AI in marketing. And some of you are like business administration students and you're really into this topic. So amazing, we have similar interests. Last week, we developed everything with AI. We had conference music. I noticed some of you also are interested in writing music with AI, build like videos with AI. We developed all of that. We created videos with AI. We created soundtracks for the conference with AI and used them during the event, during our online collaboration. So you will experiment with a wide range of application of AI tools. We will also use a lot of AI for image generation, different like content creation tools, text, videos, images, infographic, all of that. As I already mentioned, there will be access to AI ethical use delivered by Professor Tori Trust. It's going to be accessible online on Moodle. And you will also learn to compare different LLMs, large language models. And when we talk about comparing different LLMs, again, I don't know, every one of you has you have your own kind of understanding of this, right? What does that mean? Is it going to ChatGPT and compare one model to another within ChatGPT, which is one way of looking at it? But we will also compare ChatGPT with Claude and Gemini and Grok and DeepSeek and many other tools out there. So you will learn a little bit of like terminology related to LLMs. Large language models. It's going to be also part of the final evaluation of the final portfolio, comparing several LLMs. And I will encourage you to use tools that you're not familiar with and you have not had the chance to experiment with them yet. And I will definitely present a huge menu for you to choose from. So everyone will choose something new for them. today we were actually supposed to have Costa's presentation about the impact of AI on career growth. Unfortunately, there were some changes in the schedule, so I already tweaked the syllabus. But we'll see if we have this. It's actually happening tomorrow instead of today for Costa. So if you're interested, just reach out to me or send us an email. We'll send you the link to join on Zoom. It's going to be tomorrow from 5 to 6, 1 hour. Central European time, which is 5 to 6 Israel time, so it's 4 to 5 CET. So if you're interested in additional lecture about AI, so just tell us, I'll give you the link on Zoom to join. It's for tomorrow instead of today. Today we'll have our own stuff. So as I said, we will explore tools for crafting digital presentations. We'll talk about content creation with AI when it comes to content. We'll also talk about, IP, intellectual property, and copyright issues, and how to create and be transparent on the tools that you've used, and also how to share this online and with others and all of that. It's a really, really interesting topic to me, and I hope to you as well. So, I am not a graphic designer. I didn't know how to create websites or write music on a computer, right? I have some music education, but I've never used like any programs to do it. Now with AI, you don't have to have any technical background, right? You literally can build amazing websites, and I've already built a lot of different websites. You just tell AI what you need in terms of graphic, and you get amazing videos and audio and image files. So all of this is going to be something we will experiment with. You will have a chance to actually rehearse and practice your public speaking before the conference on site in Chania. And when we are in Chania, May 27th, it's going to be like Wednesday, there afternoon. You will have a week of busy schedule, but particularly Wednesday, our regular time frame will be the time when the conference takes place officially. We'll open the conference. We'll have real life audience there and people online joining via Zoom. And you don't see additional speakers written with their names yet, but we already have very interesting guest lecturers joining this program. They will deliver different sessions. I already know that on June 10th, we have an amazing, interesting topic. It's related to video creation and editing, but it's going to be about misinformation, deep fakes, and all of that. Really, really fascinating topics coming up. So this is our plan for this semester in terms of a grade composition and assessment. It's important that you guys contribute to planning the event. It's part of your evaluation, and this is the key to success. If you don't do the work in the past, I was the one who had to do all the work and then make it happen. But I've learned that I have to trust you guys. I have to give you more power and like give you all the responsibility and say, I'm not doing it. You will be doing the whole thing, and you will manage. I know if once you get this project and understand what you need to do, you will complete it. So it's part of the evaluation. The moment you receive access to Moodle, you will get an email, and there will be some initial exercises already open for you, including, submitting a link to Padlet that you already uploaded. So you will, your weekly participation and submissions on Moodle will give you 20% of the final grade. There is also the big event, your actual big project, presentation slides, a big portion of this course grade, and the final course portfolio instead of the final exam, where everything comes together in a digital reflection, where you resubmit parts of the assignments that will be done throughout the semester. It's not like one big thing waiting for you at the end. We will be doing all of the different tasks during the semester, and at the end, you'll just put it all together in one document. Okay, so this is our plan for this course. There is a little bit noise. If anyone has any questions, this is the time.
You set on your own computer.
Okay, was it a question or was it just an audio interruption? Again, I've lost access to my computer screen and now I got it back.
Hi, teacher.
Yes.
I have one question.
Mhm.
You have told to us that we have to interact it by Moodle because I never used it before. But yesterday I did the registration by myself, but probably it doesn't work like that because probably we have to receive our login and password
Yeah,
by
you
you.
will receive it. Yeah, it's not not nobody has access to Moodle yet. None of the students. So you're okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. You're okay. We will register. So again, I will explain the reason. We have more than 200 registrations.
Okay.
And we have 70 people who are actual students
A lot
remaining at the
of people, right?
So we want to make sure that people who are registered on Moodle are actual students participating actively in the course. So don't worry, you'll get access to it once we complete this beginning of the semester adjustment.
Okay,
Thank
perfect. And the last one, I have a problem for receive the link because I was thinking that I received the new link for the Zoom.
Mhm.
So all the time for every session, I have to use the first link I received.
Yeah, it's going to be our permanent link.
Okay,
And
perfect. I
the
save
same
it.
link.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You can all simply add it to your calendar, right? Create an event, recurring event. Every Wednesday you have the same time, same Zoom link.
Same Zooming. Okay, yeah.
Changes.
Okay.
So just add it to your calendar. So I mean, we are trying to send reminders, but personally, when I use my university email or even private Gmail or even paid Gmail, I still sometimes get a notification that my email wasn't sent when I send it to many people, like more than 100 recipients, like a spam, blocking thing. So I'm afraid that sometimes my emails don't reach you, unfortunately, for that reason. So just keep the permanent link that you received already. Okay, it's gonna be every week the same link.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Excellent.
Thank you
You're
for your
welcome.
clarification.
Excellent. So you know what? Before we jump into small group discussions, I will invite you now, guys, to take a part in my little game, a few questions on AI. Again, just to get a more general grasp of your previous experience, understanding your expectations of this course. And I will send you a link now to the Zoom chat to join my my game, Kahoot. So let's do it this way. Now, when you write your name now, because you will be invited to write your username, your nickname, and can you please, guys, also add the abbreviation of your institution, if there is one, like HMU stands for Hellenic Mediterranean University, Uno Nettuno is a long one. I don't know if there is a shorter version of it, and some other universities, just an abbreviation and the country. Okay, so your name, your institution, and the country to join this Kahoot game. Excellent. Romania, Italy, Spain, Greece, obviously, Lithuania, Holland. Okay, the link to join is in the chat. You're inside before. Yeah. I'll share the link again and give another to finish joining and we'll start. 45 out of. Please, let's have another 5 for active participation. Over 50 would be enough. Please just click on the link. And I'm starting in a sec. 50. Okay. 50. Let's begin. Okay, I think you can connect even when after we begin. Just let's begin. If for some reason you're not on Kahoot, you can also write your answer in the chat on Zoom. So the first question, how many of these terms are you familiar with? And by terms, I mean what you see on the screen. AI, Gen AI, LLMs, and agents. AI, Gen AI, LLMs, agents. If you're familiar with all 4 and you know the meaning of AI, Gen AI, LLMs, and agents, you have to choose green, all 4 terms. How familiar are you with these terms? AI, Gen AI, LLMs, and agents? You've heard them probably already many times, but do you know what they mean? Do you know the meaning of this abbreviation? If the music is annoying, you can turn it down, I guess. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. And not everyone knows all 4 terms. I see the majority of you know 27 out of 70. No, only 1 or 2 terms. I guess you all know the meaning of AI abbreviation, right? Artificial intelligence. Perhaps you've chosen it also because you're not really sure what that means. When people say AI, what do they refer to, right? We'll get to this. This is our next week's session. I have a really nice explanation of how to understand the difference between AI, machine learning, deep learning, and all of these different terms you've heard, but you don't know the difference. And not technical, right? Just general knowledge. Gen AI stands for generative AI. LLMs, right? We already mentioned it several times, and we'll keep talking about these because this will be something I want you to become much more experts than you're now. Large language models. Again, when people say large language models, what do they mean? Is it OpenAI? Is it ChatGPT? OpenAI is the name of the company. ChatGPT is the name of the website. But inside ChatGPT, there are many different things, different models, actually, right? So what do people mean when they say LLM, right? And agents. Okay, AI agents, right? You've heard it as well, probably. What does that mean? We'll talk about it too. Not today. We'll have no time to cover everything today, but during this course, during this semester, you will know exactly what they mean by the end of this semester. Okay, how many AI tools have you personally tried? Again, numbers. I'm asking about the number. It can be more than 5. You've tried several different tools. Haven't had a chance yet. Tools, which is a little strange. I mean, even in the previous question, I had a few people answering none. Don't think we have anyone here who hasn't tried one of these tools, right? They're extremely powerful, free, tired. Like you don't have to pay for these tools to try them. 56 answers are in. Amazing. Let's see. It's top. The result. How many tools have you used already yourself? Again, if you ask me, I've used more than, I don't know if more than 200 for sure, but yeah, I teach more than 100 regularly, so I'm using those actively. 3 to 5 tools for the majority. More than 5, we have a nice group of students who are all interested in AI. None of you said none. Great, but too many said 1 or 2 tools only. I don't know, maybe you're using something you don't know that's AI. Maybe, I don't know. 1 or 2, 12 people. I'm curious which ones. Can you drop in the chat the name of the tools that you're using? If that's just one tool, how can you choose just one tool? I don't know. I'm using 5 every day at least. Okay, we'll explore and learn how to use more tools than 1 or 2. I don't know if you can multitask and say, let's see. How do I play link below? I see that some of it, Gemini and ChatGPT. Okay, yes. Okay, I'll show you also some very nice tool today. Okay, what is your comfort level with AI? Do you feel lost? Do you feel comfortable? You're at the beginner level or using it daily and feeling an expert? That's fine. Like all of these are good answers, no bad answers. So, and then thumbs up. Yeah, 55. Okay, you're using this daily. Some of you feel beginner level, and many of you feel comfortable. Excellent. Don't you feel lost? Nobody feels lost. Okay, maybe I should have allowed you to choose more than one answer, because even if you use AI daily and you feel comfortable, you can still feel lost, right? Because of the amount of tools and, I'm using this, but I know there is something better out there with all different options. Oh my God. And you can feel like FOMO, right? How can generative AI models be used in scientific applications? Generating new hypotheses for scientific experiments, by generating new materials for various industries. 10 seconds left. By generating new chemical compounds, drug discovery, maybe all of them. Quickly, AI is extremely powerful and can really be used in all of this. I'm pretty sure like you just noticed that the answers are too long to read and you've seen the right answer and you clicked on it. So those in red, right? You've chosen red and then you said, okay, but maybe these two. And the answer was green, all of the above. Okay, all of these can be groundbreaking applications of AI. Now, pay attention, you can choose more than one option now, right? How can generative AI models be used in creative applications? Not only one, choose several options. Everything you think is right, makes sense, you need to choose. Okay, so the yellow or orange, the way you see it, I don't know if you see it the same way, is the wrong answer. It's the only answer you shouldn't have chosen. And we have 17 people. Do you really believe that AI can fully replicate the creativity of an artist? That would actually mean super AI, right? What is the terminology of it? It's not generative AI. It's AI. It's not agentic AI. There is a name for it. Super AI, right? Something like that. Not yet, but it does generate new ideas. It can even suggest new flavors for whatever and create new fashion designs. Can it really replicate the artist, right? This is an interesting question. Now, some of you said you know, some of you said you don't. You can say, I don't know if you don't know. Now, it's not multiple choice. You need to type your answer. You have 1 minute. Don't Google, don't cheat. If you don't know, say, I don't know. My question is, what does LLM stand? You need to type your answer. And I don't know is an honest answer. You can see IDK.
I'm having troubles using the Kahoot website.
Oh, from the beginning, or just now?
Beginning, I
This
reset
particular
the page
question?
many times so I could send something, but right now
Oh, okay.
I'm lost in connection.
Okay. Maybe try to reconnect with the same link. If not, just continue participating in the chat on Zoom. I can see. All right. So you have 10 seconds to finish typing if you were trying to spell correctly. So fewer responses out of 50 something normally participating on only 40 answers. Let's see if you know the answer. 44 submitted. Let's see. Large language models, right? All right. So because I've already also mentioned it many times, the big question, show answers. Let's see if everyone said. Okay, a lot of you said, I don't know. I don't know. Large learning models we have, large language learning models, large language models. Okay, that's correct. Intelligent language models. And this is a ChatGPT answer, right? We have a ChatGPT. It is trained using, it can write, answer questions. It's not human, guys, in 30 seconds, so whatever time you had to process all that. Okay, but there are always students like that who like go to ChatGPT and don't do this on the final assignment. You will lose points for this, okay? I'm really looking for your human expression and mistakes. And like no idea is a good answer. I don't know. Okay, so large language model is the right answer. Now the next question is, what does that mean? Okay, so we know that LLM stands for large language model, but exactly what does that mean? And I have created a guide for my colleagues, for teachers, for students. I teach hundreds of students every semester. So I'm going to share the guide with you. We'll have a lesson on large language models to actually understand the difference between models and websites. And there's different options in the drop-down menu when you go to the website. Is this the model? Or the company names, right? We hear Perplexity, we hear OpenAI, Anthropic. Are these models? No, these are company names, right? And they have their products. They have Claude or Gemini or Copilot or ChatGPT. But is this the large language model? For example, Copilot uses OpenAI's ChatGPT, right? So the large language model will be ChatGPT, but then there are actual models inside, right? 5.2 or 5.3 now coming up, I think already. All right. So even those of you who know the meaning of large language models, and many of you don't even know that, so we will learn exactly to understand and explore different examples of these large language models. Okay, so not only the term will be clear to you, but also the meaning of the term, in-depth examples. You'll be really smart in that respect after this lesson, not today, next weeks when we discuss this. So by discussing, we will also compare different large language models. We'll compare different AI tools. Why? Why will we do this? Okay. Wow, everyone got it right because all of them are good at different tasks. The problem is that some of them are good at the same tasks. What if the several language models, right, several LLMs actually are excellent in executing the same task, right? So what do you do then? I personally just go and use all of them in parallel all the time. So using one LLM, when you have access to so many free LLMs, free tools, is crazy. Like you want a very high quality, you want also your human, reflection and approach and angle. So by asking different tools to perform the same task and getting their excellent results, but different results on the same task actually will make you a better, student, worker, whatever, like, part of the team contributing to the project. So it's important to use different tools and compare their results and process them and select the best of the best from all possible options. Okay. But there is a disadvantage, right? It's not really ecological. You're wasting energy, you're wasting water and all the environmental issues. Like sometimes you have small tasks that maybe you just should do yourself with your own brain without touching AI. That's another part of the discussion we will get to too. Next question. What is a prompt? I am convinced we'll have 100% correct answer here as well, just like in the previous. No, not 100%, 98%. Okay, question instruction you give a prompt. So a prompt has several applications, right? The word prompt. Well, before AI, people actually used this word in instruction, even to students. I'm a teacher, right? So my senior teachers, they're still using the word prompt when they mean instructions to the students. And then we say, okay, we can't use this word anymore like this. So prompt engineering, prompting. Prompt is not only a noun, it can also be a verb, right? To prompt. It's like to write a prompt. You can also use prompt in the expression prompt engineering. And people already several years, maybe 3 years ago, we started talking about prompt engineering being a profession, but I'm not sure it is a job anymore. It's just a skill. It's just a skill that everyone needs to have. Everyone across the board, all the students, all the admin staff, all the workers, teachers, researchers, easy job, complicated. We all need to know how to prompt, how to ask for that thing in a proper way so we get a quality result, because the quality of your prompt actually defines the output you get from the AI tool that you're exploring, right? So you can actually have the same targets, and different people with different skills will ask for the same target in many different ways, and some of them will get magic and gold, and some of them will get rubbish. And it's not because you pay or you don't pay for the tool. Sometimes paid versions do not necessarily equal better results. I've actually tested it. I've tested Gemini Pro and Gemini Free and Gemini and another, several options, and Gemini Education, several of the same tool. Same with ChatGPT, and sometimes free gives you better outcome. And sometimes it's not even the problem is not even the prompt. I don't know what's the problem. It's actually maybe the LLM that is used at that point of time, because some websites, some tools, they actually decide which large language model to choose for a prompt at different times. So it's complicated. That's why it's always safer to use the same prompt in several LLMs at several time points, and then really work on the analyzing the results, the output, and choosing the gold, right? And selecting the gold. We're almost done with this and moving on to the discussion task. What happens if your prompt is unclear? So the problem, we are 5 seconds before the end. The problem is that AI will not refuse to respond, even though two of you said it will stop, it will refuse to. Unfortunately, it will not stop. It will not stop you, and it will not ask you clarification questions without you saying specifically in your prompt, you know what? Ask me now. Before executing, you have to clarify. Make sure you get all the information that you need to perform the task from me before you do the work. So people don't do that. And when you don't say to your AI tool, ask me questions, clarify what you need before performing it, you'll just get a lousy response, It will never refuse to respond. It will respond, and it will fake, the quality. It will say, okay, blah, blah, blah. But actually, if you don't ask your AI tool, and this is the first tip already, I'm throwing just randomly, and I will repeat it many, many times. It's one of the easiest and best ways to improve your interaction with AI. Make sure to always, always remember to ask your AI to ask you questions, clarification questions before actually performing the task. It's very important. You can even put it in your settings, in your tool settings. Go to the instructions, general instruction. How do you want the AI engine to behave when it interacts with you? You can add it as a main instruction. For all future communication, before answering my prompt, make sure you have all the information for me. Ask me clarification questions one at a time, because sometimes AI needs to find out something from you, and it will just throw like 20 questions in a list at you, and you don't want to deal with 20 questions, right? Instantly. You want to go one by one. So you need to be very, very specific. Ask me one question at a time to get all you need. Okay, and here is another interesting exercise. You'll have 90 seconds to organize this. You need to arrange the steps of an effective workflow with AI. So this is a puzzle. I think in your version, you can take this and put it in different order. You need to reorganize the steps. So there are 4 steps when you work with AI. What would be step number 1? What would be step number 2? Those who are in the chat, try to also provide your answer. You have 40 seconds. You can use only the first word if you think it's helpful. The word optimize comes last because they optimize something that is already almost perfect and you want to make it even better. So it's going to be step number 4. But what do you do before optimizing your prompts? No, it's not the last. Sorry, it's not the last. I confused you. Yeah, I just missed looking at the other things. It's not the last one. Okay, let's see. We have 31 correct answers. And the answer is this. Yeah, it's in this order of things, it's the second. So the first thing you do is drafting your first draft of a prompt, right? We already know, all of you, hopefully, remember that prompt is what you actually say, ask AI to do for you. So you drafting your first prompt actually means that you ask AI to ask you questions, to get all the information that it needs from you in order for the prompt to be better than what you just, than what you can write on your own. So optimizing prompt with AI means that once AI has everything it needs from you, all the information, you will ask AI to rewrite it for itself, okay? So now you will say the ending of this process will be like, okay, now that you've interviewed me and you have all the details, all the information, write a prompt that is, optimized for you, for this large language model. So you're doing it with AI, meaning that AI helps you now to draft the prompt, to make it more detailed, to make it detailed enough using all the context that you have. By the way, this process can be verbal. It doesn't have to be text typing, right? You can talk to AI. You can just randomly, go on a run or walk, do some exercises, or like in my case, when I need to drive and get to college, it's like half an hour drive or an hour drive. I talk to AI because I can't, my hands and my eyes are distracted, but I can still talk to AI and I say, okay, I need a prompt I need to do this and this. Ask me questions. Let's do it together. So AI interviews me and then I say, okay, now use all this information and create a prompt for me that is a good prompt. And then it creates a prompt that is 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, sometimes 8 pages long. Okay, a good prompt is not just one sentence or one paragraph. A good optimized prompt is very, very detailed. It's very long. It's several pages. And the more you can add knowledge to it, the more background you can add. Maybe you want to support your prompt with some articles, with some, textbooks, with whatever you need to actually perform the task. And then you do that too as well, okay? After that, you use the same prompt in different LLM. And finally, you get to the point where you write your answer, you do the work yourself. Again, I advocate for human-centered. You work with AI, you leverage AI, you kind of delegate some of the work to AI, but then you do the work yourself, choosing the best pieces, the best quality parts, and the gold that AI produces for you, okay? You compare, you critically analyze the outputs, and then you write your answer yourself, okay? Next. I think we're almost done. Which of this is a safe use of AI at work? This is a safe use of AI. There is only one correct answer, but I'm not even sure it is correct now that I'm looking at it. Asking it to improve your email wording. It is not necessarily safe, you know, if we talk about work emails, how is it different from uploading sensitive data, right? Because how can it improve your wording if it doesn't know the context? So you actually have to sometimes share too much information, too sensitive data. Another disadvantage is that you don't want your emails, even your work emails, to sound like AI. It is very tempting to ask AI to write emails on your behalf. It is very tempting to ask AI to, you know, to polish your language. But you know what? I think more and more we will actually crave this more. And even me, I am looking at my students' emails and I say, okay, this is written by AI. Where is my students' language? You know, they have sometimes such funny expressions. And they're like awkward use of English words, and it's so cute. I miss that. I don't want to get only AI written perfect emails, you know, for the rest of my life. And I think not only in work, not only as teachers, also when we work with people in big companies, in businesses, in you know, in research. We would do crave the human connection and communication. If we only get all those AI polished versions of emails, I'm not sure this is what we want. It's gonna make us feel those beautiful human mistakes and spelling mistakes and funny things happen and slips and typos, and I miss those. You know what? It's funny. I used to think that all the emails need to be perfect and polished and 100%, and it's so easy. And it is easy with AI. It's even easier than ever. But the human written, funny written email is sometimes has more value. Okay, unless it's not clear, and then it's not good. You need to be clear and funny and authentic. Okay. This is the last question, right? Isn't it? Almost the last. One before the last. What is the potential impact of generative AI on society? You can choose more than one answer, I think, here. Let's agree that there is a huge impact and we are witnessing it. We are living through it. All of these are correct, for sure. I believe that AI can enhance scientific research and discovery, and I think, wow, like it is such a crazy era to be a student, to be a PhD student. I'm happy I completed my PhD 10 years ago because, you know, reading all these thousands of articles now with the use of AI and writing this. Even the process of writing is different, right? It's like I'm happy I've written everything myself. Now, today I'm doing this differently, and the AI is a big part of any workflow. So it's crazy. Creation, even art and music and literature affected, right? There will be new jobs, new industries, automation happening everywhere, displacement of some workers. Final question, no wrong answers here. To what extent could generative AI help you in your role? This is the last question. If you want to answer in the chat, I'm reading your answers in the chat. Ressa, I saw you answer in the chat on the previous question. I just don't know the word classification. Do you want to explain? What does that mean? Interesting. We'll get to that if you want to share, because you've written it in the chat and I'm not familiar with this. Alessandro, I see that in the workflow thing, prompt use, optimize, compare. Optimize is a great place again to you can optimize before using it, and you can use it and then optimize again. I agree. This can go back and forth totally. Okay, so let's see. I can see very little use it for it in my role. 3 people, 5%. Don't see how AI will impact them, which is interesting. What role are you going to have? Like, it's hard for me to imagine a role that is not going to be affected by AI. So if you want to say that, like speak on, present your case, would be interesting. But yeah, most of you feel that it's a game changer and that you can see that it can help you somehow. Let's see who won this game, because we had some. So uno need to know, search, I don't know what it means. Anna from Romania, number 2. Let's see who is number 1. Greta from Lithuania. Congratulations. Marta and Rika are runners up. So out of, more than 70 students, number 1 to 3. Wow. Okay. I'm trying also to remember your names. So, and personalized, not creativity, not distance. I see massification. From like masses. I'm looking at Teresa's comment. She explained what massification means. It's like no personal touch, right? No human touch. And everything becomes the same, right? As big masses. Perfect. So let's finish the music. I hope it wasn't too long or too annoying with the music. I love Kahoot. I don't know if you like it. And I see new students joining us on the Padlet. At least 2 new students from Romania. Claudry, welcome. Hello. Pelinar Alex Crinel from Romania also joined us with the photo. Okay, great, excellent. So let me put you now in breakout rooms for you to talk. It's time for you to talk, guys. So this is gonna be the Padlet for now in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you now. And I'm also gonna add it to the syllabus if you have access to the syllabus. Okay, so now after I place you in random breakout rooms, I'll give the instruction very quickly. It's not anything complicated. I just want to make sure that you understand that in order to read the questions, you need to click on the 3 dots. So if you end up now in room number 8, okay, you search for your room, you click on the 3 dots here on the side, and you click on edit post, because you are in room number 8 and you will need to add the names of all the students placed with you and then answer these questions together. Now, when you are like 2, 3, 4 people together, you don't all have to write, all of you. You will just decide between you guys who writes. Like one person can share their screen and you can work together. So decide who shares screen, who writes. Like you need to make these decisions quickly, okay? Don't waste any time, because you have 5 big questions to discuss and present your answers as a team, okay? So you will be doing it now for the next 20 minutes, and then we'll take a look at your answers. The questions are here. What do you think AI is definitely good at? Which areas, which tools? What is AI definitely bad at? What are the things you are unsure whether or not AI is good or bad at? What are some things you believe AI should not be used for? That's an interesting one, ethical discussion. And I need you to come up with at least 3 different questions about AI. So some of you already posted your questions, but you may duplicate if the question is great, but present 3 questions together as a team, not individually, right? So let's begin with the breakout rooms. I've shared the link to this Padlet. Again, I'll do it in the chat again, just to make sure you have access to it. And now you will start your discussion and then we'll conclude. Remember that you begin with a small talk, okay? Don't just start answering the question because you will meet new people now. 10 minutes to connect, get to know each other a little bit, find out. You don't know, it's going to be random. It's going to be random in a second. You will see your room number, you will go there, and then you will know which room to go. After spending some, time getting to know each other, take your time, 10 minutes, a round of introductions, then move on to 15 minutes of discussing the questions and writing your answers, and then decide who presents. Maybe after 25 minutes, we'll need additional time. We'll see, but let's begin. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing and put you in the breakout rooms. I hope you will reach just fine. Breakout rooms. We'll need at least 19 rooms, I think. Yeah. Create. You guys need. Okay, 19 rooms.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, let's see. Some rooms are emptier than others. Do you manage to connect to your room code, Stefan, your brain? I can try to move you to room 16. Rolanda, George, Kitty, Lindela, you guys, students, teachers, do you need help connecting? I see room number 3 needs help.
Yes, I was in room 3, but no one talks there, so I leave it.
Okay, I see. Okay, so let me move you to room number 17 or 18. 18 is better. Room number 3 too. Okay, let me know if you are. Room 5 is also quiet for some reason. Lisa, we're in another room. Do you know which room you want to join? Well, you are not connected. Biano, do you know which room you were at?
Meeting is being recorded.
Oops.
Oops. Sorry, guys. How are you? How is it going? Smiling?
We was in Terminator, and you close us the beautiful discussion.
Oh
Too little time.
my gosh, I wish I was like I had this ability to hear what you were saying in each and every room. So interesting. By the way, you know what I do with the notes, because when I talk, right, when I present here, the Zoom is recorded, right? I'm not posting it on YouTube, but I'm posting it for you guys to watch the recording. And so everything is transcribed, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's AI, but transcribed. Okay, there are tons of very nice AI applications that do exactly that. They transcribe the meetings and lessons and whatever. So when I have those transcripts, you can actually analyze them in a very interesting way. I'll show you what I've done with Notebook LM. I just downloaded all the captions, right? All the transcribed Zoom lessons that I delivered on this course already several times, and I put them all in the Notebook LM. So now I have a very nice kind of summary of everything that is this course delivers in a video. By the way, do you guys know Notebook LM? Say yes or no in the chat. Are you familiar with Notebook LM? Have you tested it already? Notebook LM. Yes or no. Notebook LM. So do you remember what features, what kind of like why would you bother trying it? So there are some no's as well. Can you write down all the things that you can do with Notebook LM? So after you upload, anything, you can upload your notes, you can upload articles, YouTube, you can actually do research there, right? You can say that you are exploring this topic. It will find all the resources for you, put them all together, up to 50 sources in the free version, and everyone gets free access to Notebook LM by Google. You can then generate amazing outlines of you see, Martina says podcast, infographics, videos. These are really powerful, amazing. Yes, presentation. Not only ideas, actual presentation slides. Latest Notebook LM produces presentation slides, flashcards to study. Correct, Rika? Mind map, Martina, that's correct. You get a mind map. You get a study guide with all the quizzes. This is the latest feature. Excellent. You get quizzes to study the material. Okay. Do you want to see? And as I said, I never use just one version. So I have Gemini Pro, which I got for free as a university lecturer. I have Gemini free with my free personal Gmail. I also have access to Gemini Education because I'm a teacher trainer, so I have access to Google for Education with my another. So I have 3 different Notebook LM versions. imagine, right? Not only I use ChatGPT and the 10 other LLMs, I also, when I think about the same project, right? Okay, I want to create something for my students in Notebook LM. As a kind of exploration obsessed user of AI, I open 3 different Notebook LMs with different accounts, and I test them. Do you want to see the difference? It's wild. As I said, the tool doesn't have to be paid for you to give amazing results. Sometimes paid gives you worse results. I literally tested this many times on different prompts. Let me show you, especially for those who haven't seen the tool ever before. I'll share the screen and then I'll show you the next step for the task. Give me a sec. I just have to show you this Notebook LM thing. So, and it's another way for you, an idea for you to use AI. So Notebook LM, just Google the word Notebook LM, go on Google, it says start exploration, it's free. And what I did here, I just uploaded, you see, text files. So these are literally transcripts of my lessons that I teach. So now what I'm saying, it's going to be transcribed somewhere in the cloud. I can download it as a text file, keep it in my folder, and then put it here as my IP, intellectual property, my knowledge, my way of talking and speaking and expressing my ideas. So I can actually train AI to write like me, because I can say, okay, I need to write just like I talk, okay, and it will learn from my scripts. So this is a one way of also example of how you can train AI to sound like you. So I have these files from the course that I taught. This is just course about AI, right? This particular course last semester. And you have all these little things on the side, little things, they're huge, they are amazing. I also continue, so there is a summary of all these sources, right? It gave me the nice title, Vibe Coding and AI Tools for Creative Projects. So this is how it interpreted all my transcripts about this course. And then I asked for all the AI related concepts taught throughout this course. And it gave me a list of like a glossary of all the things, artificial general intelligence, AGI, plot platforms. We will learn these things. I have data table, quiz, infographic, flashcards. So what I wanted to show you here is a nice infographic created. Where is it? Where is it? Flashcards, the student journey, this one. I'm not sure if this particular version, because I told you I used several Notebook LMs. Yeah, so I got an infographic that summarizes the whole course, Student AI Journey from Vibe Coding to Conference Showcase. Again, this is a summary of our syllabus, right? What are we going to do? You will actually do vibe coding yourself, creation and experimentation. You will create things with AI, you will experiment with AI, you will build custom chatbots, you will use different tools, different LLMs, Claude, Perplexity, DeepSeek, and more. You will visualize with different, again, powerful tools like Napkin AI is one of our tools that we will study this semester and test. And then you will learn how to present, right? Engage, don't read, the rules of presentation, and then deliver the presentation, the student conference presentation. Was all this happened by I'm putting you back to your rooms, don't worry, I'm sorry I interrupted you, but all of this happened just based on the transcripts of this course, right? There is a video overview, like presenting. I'll show it to you next week. I don't think we have time for it now because I want to put you back to your rooms. And just to show you, in comparison, exactly the same Notebook LM from a different account, it produced completely different things. Just to demonstrate how different, let me show you. It's here, Notebook LM, web coding. It gave it, I uploaded, so it's a different account. It's free now. It's my Gmail. I uploaded exactly the same files here, and I said, okay, give me the list. It gave me a different name, Vibe Coding from Vision to Interactive Prototypes. Also very nice. I don't know which one I like more, but it's different. Now I can actually read everything carefully and extract the gold, extract the best from this one, the best from this one, and they're different. The summary is a little different. The list, even the list, the glossary of the terms, and they come from the same source, right? For me, from my lecture transcripts, a little bit different. So I will combine the two to give you a very nice glossary of the summary of all the, terms discussed during this course. And then again, just to show you the infographic, it also looked very different. It says Global AI Innovation Journey. For some reason, it showcases a university that participated, Guangdong Technion. But it's very different. You see, it's a different, it says phrase the innovation toolkit, where students utilize different tools, Lovable, Rapid, Blink, that transform their ideas into live digital products. We talked about, again, vibe coding for zero knowledge creators, create a language learning app for kids, different examples. And then how the conference was organized and rehearsed, and how AI actually was part of preparation for the conference. AI coach. I will show you how you can use also Microsoft Coach as a free AI tool, very powerful to practice your presentation speaking skills. So this was created completely different overview, but you can again create another one. Every time it will produce something else. So there is a free video, free slide deck of slides. Very, very interesting and powerful. I'm gonna put you back to your breakout rooms. I'll just take a look. So almost all the rooms have contributed your names. I'm just looking at the Padlet. Excellent. And you answered some of the questions. You were probably in the middle of a heated discussion of some of your answers. That's amazing. What I want to ask you now, before the end of today's session, I have added a little thing that I mentioned at the beginning. I do need all of your university names, abbreviations, and logos in one place, in one organized place. And I want you guys to actually go, if you don't have your university logo accessible, just go and find it online. Just Google your university website and copy the logo and put it in this document, right? So I've opened a Google Doc for you guys to submit. So you don't have to repeat each other. So if you come from the same university, and one person already added the information, don't do it the second time, just one. It's not per name, it's per country/university. We have several universities in Poland. I see that Uno Nettuno, right? So change the Uno Nettuno needs to be next to Italy. This is me trying to remember your countries, right? So thank you for contributing. Okay, you're fast, amazing. Just the main part is here. The main task is here. Please add your institution's logo, because I want all the logos in one place so that we can organize our portfolio, our marketing material for the conference announcement, right? When you create the announcement, social media posts, when we start inviting people to register. Thank you for University of Lodz already contributing. We can also make it a little smaller so everything fits in, but it's absolutely fine. You can add the flag of your country if you want. You don't have to. And if you have a country that does not, it's not the same as the country of your university, right? You might be in one country, but coming from another country, you can add the country of origin here as well, okay, if it's different. And then we'll have more flags, because it's also fun to have you know what, I will make the background a little gray so we can actually see the flags. Yeah, now it's beautiful, right? Okay. Thank you so much for your contribution and for being so techy. Thank you guys, and fast and efficient. Amazing. So I'll put you back into the breakout rooms to continue your discussion. Hungary, Argentina, Poland. Where is South Africa? We had a lot of students from South Africa last time. Iași, University of Iași in Romania. Oops, sorry. I'm not gonna ruin your beautiful logo. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop my share. And do you guys need 5 minutes to finish your discussion and adding things to Padlet? Or have you finished? Do you need 5 minutes to complete your discussion? No, you finished. Perfect. Okay. And some of you do need. Okay, so I know that the finish was a little abrupt, so I'll give you another 5 minutes to complete. And those of you who finished, then decide which you will not have time to discuss all of the questions, but decide which questions you want to present and who will talk. I'll ask 3 or 4 rooms to present their answer to one of the questions, right? Not all of them. So just decide which question did you find most interesting and which one do you want to talk about and who will talk, okay? So this is what you can spend those 5 minutes on, just deciding who will present and what you will present, what you want to present. So let me just give you only 5 minutes, no more. And you will be brought back automatically. Portugal, nice. Amazing. Great. This is so helpful. Like you've done this in just a matter of a few minutes. Imagine I needed to search for these logos myself. I would have wasted half a day on this important task, but really, really ridiculous. Now we have all your logos in one place. Incredible. We're in the stack, Lithuania. Argentina. We had a student from Argentina last year as well in this course. Interesting. Okay, this one needs to go.
Sorry, Miss Teacher, but I didn't get the pop-up to join the room.
Yeah, do you remember your room?
Yeah, room number 8.
Number 8, I can put you back. Oh, you only have 1 minute left, but
Oh, I was just waiting. I was just
oh,
refreshing
okay.
and
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah, thanks.
Do you see the invitation now? Okay, 1 minute. We'll be back. Oops. Did you hear that? I'm just gonna bring everyone back. Close everyone. Close the other ones. Okay. My phone is on mute, but I just got an alert, so I need to get closer to the shelter area. I'm sorry, guys. We will continue next week. I'm going to read your posts. If you want to go back and add something, if you come, I want you to keep those questions in mind. And if you come up with an interesting question, come up with a good example of something that AI is really bad at, whatever you discussed. If you want to keep contributing, please do it. Next week we will begin with talking, and I'll bring you guys to give you the floor to present your ideas and questions and discussions. So I'm just afraid that I'm going to get an alert and the siren in a sec, and then I'll just have to disappear. I don't want to drop you, so I will have to finish a little early, a few minutes before. I know that some of you have classes and you also need to run and disconnect. So thank you so much for your participation. It was great to see you. We'll meet again next Wednesday, same link, same Zoom
Thank you very
link.
much.
Thank you for
Thank you.
Thank you.
the next
Have a
time.
nice
You
day.
have
Dr.
a good
Elena,
day.
Dr.
Bye.
Elena, I have one question.
Yes.
We do have a calendar of your lessons.
Mhm.
Can you send it me, please? Because I do
Yes.
not
I'll
have
send
it.
syllabus. It's in the email that you received with the link to join this Zoom. So
Mm-hmm.
all the links are in the same email, so you can find it there. And you receive access to Moodle. Everything is also there in the same place, but I will go now and share the link to the syllabus with you.
Because I discover always when it's coming your email in 15 minutes, I say,
Sorry for that. But thank you for being fast and joining us on time. I usually Costas is doing it, but we had some rearrangement today with the schedule, so I needed to handle it quickly before the beginning of the lesson.
We received the calendar for the previous email in the same space that you received.
It's the same link. Yeah, you have the same.
I have the last question, teacher. So we can arrange the paddle if you don't have enough time today. So we can arrange along this weekend.
Yes, you know what? I'm going to add the link to both Padlets on the same syllabus. So you already have access to syllabus. Padlet 1, Padlet 2 are going to be on the same document, okay? So I'll just do it now. So you have access to both.
Okay, perfect.
From
I
the
screenshot that so I can save it for the next time. Thank you,
Yeah,
teacher.
Miss Teacher. One more question from me. I remember on the first lesson, I just don't want to misunderstand. You said something that we can chat with you via WhatsApp, or am I wrong?
Yes. Okay, guys, I have a siren. I have to leave. I'm sorry. I have to go
Okay.
to the shelter. But I will leave my phone number and we'll be in touch on the WhatsApp as well as we come closer to the conference, especially. Okay. So see you next week. Bye.
Yeah, I wrote you an email regarding my lessons.
Yeah, it's okay. Bye.